So with the new release of Vendetta, there's this card called Temporal Breach that I thought would be really fun to re-trigger on enter effects with. So things like Ash, where you can kind of hand rip them, banish the cards from their hand, and then just kind of prevent them from holding. And then also Safety Inspector, which is like a Color Week. What I especially like about this is if I can get Safety Inspector to a battlefield, I can hide Temporal Breach here. And as a reaction, I can effectively cast the Color Week. Does it really fun. I don't know if this is a meme deck, if it's like proper, I don't know. There's other ways to bounce it, like with retreats and Horde or Rescue, although these are lesser so. There's still options there. We can also bounce the Harness Dragon. That's also really good with Temporal Breach, since with Temporal Breach you play it for free. There's also Fallen Feline. I really like this card. I think this has a really high skill ceiling. You can kind of shut down your opponent if you know their deck well enough. And with Ash, you can just reveal their hand. So even if you're not very good at the game knowledge, you can still kind of cheat it a little bit with Ash. As for the other cards, these are pretty standard, but I will explain them real quick. Victor, the blue Victor, the other Victor doesn't really work with this deck, but this one means that I can also run a bunch of reactions and actions to trigger him. It's nice to have those extra units, especially when you're playing 2 Color Weeks as well as 3 Safety Inspectors. So that's why we have the Super Fires. We have Bellows Breath here. To be honest, this can be replaced with a Salvage. We know how strong Gears are at this point, and Aurora is certainly a bannable card, isn't it? We have Carry On Dredger, since that gives you 2 units for the price of 1, just for, again, the Safety Inspectors and Color Weeks. Honest Broker and Wages of Pain here, both for the gold generation. I also think Wages of Pain is really good with Superfly. Tactical Retreat, sometimes you want to protect, you know, your big units or your Victor, so this works really well with Victor. If we scroll up, this is we're running 4 and 8 seems reasonable. It means we can kind of guarantee that we can get Victor down when we want it, but even then we can still use the gold if necessary. The Academy, I love this battlefield so much. Getting like a double Temporal Breach is really funny, but you got to remember that with Temporal Breach you have to repeat it at the same time that you play it, meaning you have to choose its targets at the same time. Meaning if I had for instance, a Safety Inspector on the board and double Temporal Breach targeting it, the first one will trigger, it will banish the unit, it will play a new instance of Safety Inspector, meaning the second part of Temporal Breach will not activate. So you got to be wary of things like that. Otherwise, you know, you can go for the more simple play and just go double Color Week. That works too. Rockfall Path, with Temporal Breach, you can effectively make the unit stay banished. So it basically becomes a kill spell. It's just also important to prevent people from holding as well. And then I was playing around with this, but I don't know if I'll actually use it. I do have a lot of things that require targets in this deck, so being able to ignore deflect seems kind of nice, but it also seems kind of niche, so I don't know. Play around with this deck, it's kind of fun, it's kind of weird, but I think it has some real potential. I guess we go to the Academy, because it's fun. I have no idea if I want to be going first or second with this deck. I'll go first because that's what everyone goes. Blade. Let me get rid of these 2. Safety Inspector coming down later would be really good. Maybe I should go second just for just because I got 5 cost units in here. Oh, yeah, so what do you do again? Move, do you want to yeah, okay, shit, that's really annoying. That's fine, I've got ways of dealing with it. I think we just play a recruit, pass turn, then Wages of Pain. This when it comes in, if it's non-powered. Turn a friendly unit to a shown onto base, and if I'm powered, read it. It's only an action, so he can't do it in response. Oh, that's really good. Next turn, I can either go safety. Okay, definitely not safety inspector. I can go Ash then, or I can go Victor, which is also quite good. I think going Victor into Victor, then Hidden Blade is probably the best play here. Actually, I don't even need to hide Hidden Blade, do I? Not really. I can just play Ash here though. I think playing Ash is probably better. Now that I think about it. Just so I can figure out what they're trying to do. Now I can just take the double conquer and just go Victor as well. Yeah, okay, I like that. Okay. I think this Aurelia is going to be really difficult to deal with, but at the same time, I don't really want to deal with any of these. I'll just get rid of Aurelia. So I can just take double conquer and then put Hidden Blade on the side there if I want. I don't even think I do Hidden Blade. Nah. No, I don't. Okay, we'll go double conquer. We're on 8 next turn, which means we can go Safety Inspector with Victor, and yep. Okay. Can't be, okay. So we can attack Recruit into the left side. What could the hidden card be? They didn't have any hidden cards in their hand when I checked it. So from the 4 cards they drew in their turn, it could be like a back off, though not a lot of people run back off. It could be the deal 2 units. Either way, I can just kind of go Safety Inspector here. And then I can even bring Ash into the left side and go Temporal Reach on that side. Or I could go Safety Inspector, Temporal Reach, and Victor. Yeah, okay. So let's start with this. I'll reveal it for a bit. How do we want to do this? I think we just go Safety Inspector here. Okay. In that case, Temporal Reach is looking really good here. Or we can kind of just slow this game down. I mean, they've got so much draw in their hands still. I don't doubt for a moment that they just drew into like another something or other. Especially with Defy. Ash isn't too great here. So I can actually just sacrifice it with Hidden Blade. Yeah. I actually think I prefer that, and then go Dredger with Retreat as backup. Yeah, okay, I like that. So I've already conquered on this battlefield this turn, I just want to hold it. don't suppose I needed to shuffle my hand there. And I'll keep retreat up. Yeah. Do I get the hold next turn? Is this going to be a double temporal breach moment? Oh my god, it is. No way. I can do a double temporal breach here. Oh, I can't. I can't. One of them has to be Ash. Because it has to, I have to choose the same target twice if I want to do that. Okay, it doesn't actually really work. But I can send in my safety inspector and then do another safety inspector. So I can trade with my safety inspectors, play safety inspector, do a temporal breach. And that leaves me with one over, so I can also sacrifice a mech with that. Not mech, a recruit. I can also just kill, I can just banish this Stelicon unit, Stelicon herder as well. Decisions. I think I just prefer the trade, play safety inspector, temporal breach with the victor. Yeah. Okay, let's do that. Because they don't have anything, but yeah. Got a lot of cards in hand, so I don't doubt they have some way to accelerate here. I'm just hoping that I can keep control of the board some way. I mean, at some point, having that many cards in hand is just, you know, not as good, right? Diminishing returns. I can just assume that he has everything in hand. I assume that they have Defy, so my Hidden Blade isn't going to do anything. So I actually could have Hidden Bladed on my turn instead. Yeah, that would have been a better play, right? No, but they have to keep runes open for Defy. I'll be happy to kill the Darius if need be. Fair enough, yep. Did you play Deflect as well? Oh. Yeah. Question is, do I want to Hidden Blade by Ash, or do I want to put Hidden Blade? I got a Hidden Blade by Ash, eh? I mean the Darius, right? But I have a feeling that he's got to buy. Just because, you know, he drew his entire deck. He's out of runes, which is always nice. Okay, I'm just going to simplify. Okay. Do I want to play the cat now? What spell? I don't know what spells Akali runs. You used that card before, but I can't remember the name of it. So I think I just leave my runes open. Save the victor if I need. Alright. Okay, I can banish the Darius if I need to. It's only when it dies, eh? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go for that. It's just gonna stay banished. Defy? I'll do it again. You're gonna have to have your third Defy. Okay, how do we want to do this now? I am more worried about reading effects. Yeah, perfect execution. I can declare that as the what I need. Okay, let's send it into here. The perfect execution. Let's say from hand. No, just anything. Perfect execution. And intern. We don't need to conquer here. There's too much of a risk because they've got the empowered Akali, so they can kind of just conquer both. I'm just hoping that by naming perfect execution, they'll be struggling to ready anything. I don't know what other reading effects. They could just have another Darius. Virabel could just have that. Oh, let's go. I wish I could see what was in their hands.